What's going on, y'all? Jordan the Maestro in the building, back again with another video. And today we're gonna get into a little midweek recap and let's talk about how the week has been going. Just a few trading days left in the week, and let's get into a couple of things and what we've been seeing in the market lately. All right, this is where we're at. All right, for the week, so we started off the week very well. We had gold that was ranging in this area, finding a lot of support here in this area, and we wanted to see if it would hold and then eventually take off. So eventually it did break through this area of support over here, previous resistance turned into support, of course. And then as gold broke through, if we go down to a lower time frame over here, let's just go to that same spot. As gold broke through, all right, there was an opportunity right around here to be able to enter a trade. Okay, so gold broke through, eventually broke through, came back up for a retest, and then we enter our trade and we ride that down. Okay, was able to ride that down for a couple of pips. I did not ride it down all the way to the end of the zone. I didn't write it down to the end of the zone, but another reason why you don't necessarily want to do that or need to do that, because sometimes something like this will happen where it doesn't exactly touch the zone. It'll get near the zone, right? And then it'll start wicking away. It'll start wicking off because of that demand area over there. Okay, so very important why you when you're trading supply and demand that you set your TP right before you get to that next zone. Very, very important. Okay, so now going back to a higher time frame on an overall perspective now. Okay, on an overall perspective now, we came from that initial dip, and then we found ourselves going back upside. Okay, found ourselves going back upside, and as gold was in this area over here. Okay, and again, a lot of what you're seeing is going to be the same move played out over and over, but just to show you how much the market gives us opportunity, right? Came out, broke through this area, broke through, came and retested, found our entry, we entered, and again, a quick scalp over here, quick 30, 40 pip scalp right over here. And similarly, to the downside, broke through that zone, right? Broke through that zone and then found our way to a quick scalp again. Okay, so those were the moves. Let me see, was there one more? Yeah, there was one more move. Had a quick 20 pip scalp during the night as well. Nothing different. It broke through this zone, and then there was another you could say small area of support over here. I wanted to break through this zone in order for me to enter my trade. It broke through, retested multiple times, but it eventually gave me that quick 20 pip scalp before it went back onto the upside. All right, so same plays all over again. All right, support, resistance, supply, demand, same plays all over again, and that's what we're looking for as the market continues to trend. And the market definitely is trending. If we take a look at gold, it is maintaining some great structure here. Okay, so if you're not able to see it, let me try to point that out. So we had an impulsive move here, we had a correction here, right? And then another is, we're going to ignore this little spike. All right, but either way, regardless of that, this area of support, the previous low was not broken. Okay, so it's still valid, but we had another continuation here, and then another retest, then another continuation, and then another retest, and now we're at a continuation. And what do we expect to happen if structure is going to be maintained? Structure is going to be maintained. We may get another retest. We're going to pay attention so that the retest does not pass this low over here, right? We don't want the retest to surpass this previous low over here in terms of a 4-hour perspective. But if the market continues to maintain structure, then the bias overall is going to continue to be bullish. Okay, now regardless of the bias being bullish, I just want you to pay attention to the fact that regardless of the bias being bullish, we're still seeing that there's opportunities for sells. And obviously I still caught many sells throughout throughout the different moves that were happening, whether we were in higher time frame corrections or we were in higher time frame continuations. There was definitely a lot of opportunity to catch these moves. Okay, so going back again, one sell over here, another sell over here, okay, another sell over here. So there's gonna be opportunities to be able to capitalize on those sells, even though you're in a correction. Okay, so and that's the advantage of trading supply and demand, I think, over trading, you could say, just waiting for an overall retest and then you go and enter your trade in a continuation. The difference is in supply and demand, you're not necessarily paying attention to where the retest is in terms of the overall retest, right? You're not really paying attention to where the market is trending either, to be honest. You're paying attention to the market is in this zone, is trading between this zone and that zone. Which zone is it going to break? When it breaks this zone, if it retests, then I'll enter my trade for either the sell or the buy. It's a very, very profitable strategy and definitely simple in terms of how you trade it, okay? So that's where we are with gold right now. So right now it's in this area. It has matched is high, okay, as of recent, I should say. It has matched its high as of recent. So right now we are definitely in a critical area when it comes to gold. So here, if we can break past this area over here, this area of resistance has shown to have resistance in this area, one touch over here and another touch right over here. So if we can get past this area over here, then we are good to go for the upside. Just wait for that retest, right? Let it break through, give you that candlestick retest back to the zone, and then you should be all good for that buy. Okay, so we're gonna wait and see, but you should be all good for that buy if we break through. Move that. If we break through and we're able to just retest that zone, we should be all good for that buy upwards. Now, if we're not good for that buy, then we should be looking for opportunities to take sells. Okay, so it is going to be a little risky taking a sell in this area. Just want to watch how the market is behaving, if it wants to break through or if it's going to come back down. I'd rather, if I'm going to take a sell, I'd rather the market come all the way down here. Okay, give me a little retest, whether that just be a candlestick or whatever it is, and then I'll ride that down and probably TP right before the next zone. Okay, so but that's the play you want to have, and that's the plan you want to have depending on what the market is doing. Okay, now for US30, I just recently took a look at US30, and this is where we are. We had again another critical area of resistance over here. Let's take a look at it on a higher level perspective. Okay, so we're at a very critical area of resistance. All right, we had resistance right over here in this area, and we're going to watch how the market is going to react. So again, if we get past this area, then our next level that we're looking for price to get to is going to be this area over here, and I'll extend that across so it's a lot clearer. Right over here. Okay. All right. So if we can get past this area over here, then what we want to see is we get that retest back to that zone, and then we go off for that buy. Okay. This area over here was a previous support. It can turn into a resistance, but also it is a safe, pretty okay bet to think that price would be able to easily get past this area, but definitely can struggle in this area. So I would set my TP 1 or 2, you could say, around that area over here. You could set your TP 1 over here if you think this previous this previous support could be resistance. So that's still, again, over 50 pips, well worth it. And your TP2 could definitely be the next zone over 150 pips, definitely enough for the day. But that's gold, that's US30. If US30 decides that is going to come down, if you don't necessarily want to wait for US30 to come back down to this area, although it is a safer area to take a sell, I would at least want US30 to get past this area over here. You get past this area over here, then I could take a quick scalp trade from here to here, from here to the end of the zone or to the bottom here, and that's still 150 pips. Okay, so but that's how I would be looking at US30 if I want to trade it. Okay, so still some time to trade for the rest of the week. Okay, we have Thursday, we got Friday, but you want to trade safe. Again, if you made plenty of profits, no need to rush into the market. And if you didn't make any profits and you just didn't see your move, no need to rush into the market, right? It's all about making sure you find the best setup possible. Not making money and not losing money is a win at the end of the day. Okay, so you want to make sure you protect your capital. So long as you protect your capital and you're not taking losses, you are winning in my book. Okay, and in most traders' book. So that should be your mentality coming into the rest of the week. Okay, at the end of the week, we'll do our outlook for next week. But it's been a great week so far. Let's continue this momentum, guys. Continue to make these profits. And let me hear about it on my IG. Send me a DM, send me screenshots how you guys are doing, and I'll repost that because I love to see your progress. All right, so we're going to continue on. Let's end the week strong. Jordan the Maestro. I will see y'all later. Take care.